So welcome to day one. So in this video or in this training session, we'll be like covering the basics in the ethical hacking. So let me given today's agenda what we are going to cover today. So if you see today, we'll be covering the very basic things. What is meant by ethical hacking and what is the key difference between ethical hacking and the normal hacking and what is the learning scope? What is a learning scope and what are the five phases of ethical hacking. So before going to this, do you know like yesterday's session I have covered the major difference between hacking and the ethical hacking. May I know what you understand from that? Okay, good. Okay, good. So now there are different types of hackers in the market. Okay, so let me add few things here. So if you see, hacking is trying to steal a data from a system, okay, or from an organization is known as hacking. Ethical hacking is trying to get the data or steal the data with the user's permission. That is a major difference between the hacking and the ethical hacking. In an ethical way, you are using and you are stealing the data. To understand this in a much better way, imagine I am a thief coming to your home and stealing and going. Okay, it is hacking. And I'm asking you with your permission, sir, I need so and so things. With your permission, shall I steal from your home and run away? So that is known as ethical hacking. So based on the activities they do, we will be categorizing the hackers in the different things. So now I will be taking a white hat hacker. I want you to give a special attention on this. Okay. So white hat hackers are the people, okay, who is completely work for the organization. Okay, like us. So I am a initially a pen tester. Okay, you can go on mute Sri. If you have any questions, you can unmute. So white hat hackers are the people, okay, who helps to protect the organization from the actual hackers. Okay, so they may be a security professional, or they may be a working professionals, or they may be a pen testers. Then next we have a gray hat hackers or a black hat hackers, I can say. So these are the real enemies to today's world. These are the actual hackers. Their main intention is to get a money or you want to steal a data and sell it in a outside market. Okay. Then next we have a gray hat actors. Gray hat actors is it's a combination of both the things. It's a combination of both things. It's a combination of white attacker and the black attackers. In a daytime, he is an white attacker and he work in an organization, but in a night time, for an extra money or with a curiosity for a fun, this guy will be like stealing the datas from the organization. Okay. I hope so. Now you got a clear clarity about black attackers, white attacker, and the gray attacker. If it is clear, please let me know. Okay. Now comes under the other set of hackers. Okay, we have a script kiddles. Script kiddles is I don't have a previous experience on writing a code or a PowerShell script, creating a virus or creating a okay. So what I can do means I can use the internet like a chat GPT and can download a virus, Trojans, spywares, and I can use it. So this guy is not an actual hacker, but he use some set of or you use with the help of internet, you will be knowing the hacking stuffs, and he will be act as a black hat or a white hat hacker. Okay. Now there are another set of hackers: grey hat, blue hat, red hat, and the national state-sponsored hackers. So if you see the major difference between grey hat hacking is what they actually do means these people will try to hack the system. These people are similar to the white hat hackers, but the activities they do is against the laws and act. For example, hackers' intention is to get a money or get a data. Okay, they will go and see if they get caught, like how many years they need to be in prison. But here, this gray hackers, okay, it will be like they know and they act the systems, they understand the laws as well. Okay, cyber laws are there, GDPR laws is there, IPA laws are there. Okay, so these are some of the act or the laws we can say. So now let's take into a green attackers. What is the difference between the green attackers and the blue attackers and the red attackers and the state or nation sponsored hackers? Green attackers is nothing but he's a beginner in the cybersecurity field, and with this small knowledge he's trying to understand the things. For example, like you, okay, so you are new to the cybersecurity field and you are learning small new things, and you are trying those learn things in the today's internet by not understanding about the cybersecurity laws. Okay, so this green attackers are the beginners who have a insufficient or less knowledge in the cybersecurity field. Then next we have blue attackers. Blue attackers is it's a people which is similar to the red attackers, and they work for an organization. They work for an organization and they help to identify the vulnerabilities in the computer systems, and they only will give a solution or a patch file to close their vulnerabilities. So every team or every cybersecurity company, they have their own blue hat or a blue team or a red teams. So this blue team will act as a offensive side. Okay, offensive and defensive side as well. I will tell you what is meant by offensive and defensive. Okay, so offensive means they break the system. Defensive means they protect the system. So this blue attackers, they act from a defensive side. Then next we have a red attackers. Red attackers are also known as vigilant hackers. What they will do means they use their skills, hacking skills, against the cyber uh, act and the organization, okay, that won't meet the country's justice. It means they know the legal stuffs, okay, but still they hack these systems. Best example for a red attackers, okay, so they work in an organization, they know the hacking rules and regulation, but they used to do in a outside world. So a similar case for a grey attacker. Okay. Then next we have a state or nation sponsored hackers. So this hacker will be trained by the nation itself, government itself. Okay, central government, military itself. They will be like training this particular person, and he will be helping you to find the details about the another country. Okay, for example, India trains a few set of Indians to get the details about the Pakistan, Afghanistan, China, like that. Okay, for this trainings, all the things has been provided by the government itself. Then next we have activist. So activist, it's nothing but you will be using a basic computer knowledge as similar to script kiddle. Okay, a same like a script kiddle. So you will be using the same basic things to act the system. Majority of the time, this activities will be using a social engineering as one of the attack and get the knowledge. Then finally, we have a malicious insider or a whistleblower. So malicious insider means, let's take an example. I am a malicious insider. Uh, how I work means I try to identify the internal vulnerabilities in my organization and I whistleblow it. Why whistleblow means I will inform to my organization. Okay, so these are the loopholes in their systems. These systems have the vulnerability, try to mitigate it. But here, this malicious insider are two things. One case, the person will be identify the vulnerabilities and they will inform to the organization and the vulnerabilities has been fulfilled. The next case, once I find the vulnerabilities, I will be like sharing to the outside organization and I will be getting some money from the outside organization. So in these two categories, I belongs to the first. So I identify vulnerabilities and I inform to my organization. I won't sell it to the outside world and get the money for it. Now I'm taking a quick pause for 2 minutes. If you have any doubts in this type of hackers, please let me know. Black cat and the blue hat. Okay. See, black cat hackers, it's nothing but the persons who do illegal things only. Okay. So let's take an example. Okay. One guy we have hired in our organization. This guy, what he will do means he will be helping you to do as an offensive end. Okay, so for example, he try to identify the vulnerabilities and he try to inform to the organization and he try to safeguard our organization from the red hat attackers. Okay, so that means if you are in the defensive side, you act as a blue team, especially like a police. Okay, this is blue hat hackers. You hired by the organization and you paid for it for hacking. But black attackers, you are not hired by the company, but you still do hacking and you earn money. Okay, those people comes under black attackers. Okay, in major thing I can say, blue attackers work for organization and they will get a monthly salary for hacking. Black attackers won't work for organization. They try to break the system and they earn the money. Clear? Okay. So now let's go and see the major difference between the hacking and the ethical hacking. Just give me a minute. Oh. Now, based on the activities they do, we'll be categorizing the hacking and the unhacking. So, if you see here, so these are the motivations behind hacking, and these are the motivation begins ethical hacking. So, from this, you can easily see what is the ultimate intention. Okay. So, if it is an hacking again, it's an hacker who tries to steal the data. Ethical hacking is a person who safeguard the organization from these hackers. So their motivation will be the malicious intent. Malicious intent means every organization have the loopholes. Maybe if it is a big MNC or a small startup, every organizations have the loopholes or the vulnerabilities. To identify those things, so this malicious in intention will be there and hacker will be trying to get those vulnerabilities and the hacking stuffs and try to break the systems, and he will be doing it for a financial gain. Financial gain means nothing but money. For money, this guy will be trying to steal the data and selling it to the outside world. And this guy's mentality will be on distraction and description. It means organization reputation, I need to bring it down. Okay. Some organization will say I am 100% safe. But this guy will try to act as systems and say, no, this organization I got so and so details. You can find so and so details in the respective place, okay, or respective thing, or he can sell it for a competitor. Then he act as activitum as well, and he will be handling then activist group as well. Okay, it means like a set of actors will be maintained and managed, and they target a particular organization, and they will break the entire organization in a over. This is a motivation behind an hacker. It may be a financial gain, and it will be like identify the vulnerabilities and break the systems and make the organization reputation down in a overnight. But the motivation behind the ethical hacker is totally different. Okay, so he will be acting as a sensitive information. Okay, so protecting sensitive information by implementing controls. For example, we will be using an ID card. So if you come to an organization, right, an ID card will be provided with an access. So this ID card is one of the preventive control, okay, where you can prevent the employees to access to the environment. The next we will be contributing to a greater good. It means your ultimate intention is to protect your organization from the hackers. Then you will be professionally recognized. It means you will be a certified in the market. Let's take an example of CEH. CEH is a professionally recognized certification provided by the EC Council. Then we have a security adversary, which is nothing but this guy. They know the cyber laws and the regulation. For your additional information, I am giving. So if you perform any hacking to the government web pages, you will be present for minimum of three years as per the cyber security law of India. Then a financial rewards. So financial rewards is different. Financial gain is different. Gain is like if you want, you take it. Reward is you do it and someone will recognize and give an amount to you. It's a financial reward. It may be a salary aspect, or if you're finding a bugs, and reward will be provided to identify those bugs. So now you are clear about an hacking and the ethical hacking and what is their actual motivation behind it. Okay. Now let's go to the learning scope. Okay. So what you will learn or what you get. Okay. In today's world, if you learn hacking. Now let's see first a salary of an ethical hacker. Any guess what will be the salary of an ethical hacker? Good. If you paste it, you will get shock. Okay. Average salary of ethical hacker is, you can see here, 3 lakhs 20,000 per month in India. Then average cash compensation for an ethical hacker in India is 2 lakhs 70,000 with an average range from 1 lakh 68,000 to 6 lakhs. Okay, so it's in a monthly basis and this is per month basis. Again, then you say, sir, that means I can get 3 lakhs per month if I go to a job. No, it doesn't mean like that. Based on the experience, okay, based on the experience you have in the ethical hacking, your salary will start from 3 lakhs and it goes till 25 to 50 lakhs or even the crores as well if you go in the big positions. Okay, then what are the positions you will be like landing if you are going through this course of the hacking things. Okay, so these are the positions you will be like landing. I'm just mentioning few positions here. There are till 1 112 positions you can go. okay, when you learn this hacking stuff. So as a cybersecurity analyst or a consultant, your VAPT, vulnerability assessment and the pen test, then the SOC analyst, then you can join as a internship for a cybersecurity or ethical hacker, or then you can become a IT security analyst, or you can become a IT security and compliance officer, then the SOC analyst and the director and information security analyst. Okay, so now let's see the career path. Okay, so how I need to start. What things I need to learn before going into this particular field. Okay, so let me take you that as well. It's again a lot of things you need to learn, especially when coming with the cybersecurity stuffs. Okay, but I will taking you to the basic things. Just give me a minute. So these are the basic things you need to learn when you are coming to the cybersecurity field. Okay. Then there are n number of certifications. I will just mention you the certification part. Okay. These are two major things we'll cover as of now. So coming with the cybersecurity field, first understand the fundamentals of IT systems. For example, how hardware works, how software works, what are the components, for example, OSI layer, then there were TCP/IP models, then the protocols, okay, then basic how the connections are happens, connection executes, what's the packets, threads, okay, so everything, okay, so understand the fundamentals of IT skills. Then computer hardware components, okay, so hardware like ROG IP, then the SSD, hard disk, then the network adapter, Mac, this thing, NFC cards, okay. So all those things understand the hardware components basic. Then the connection types and their functionalities, which is nothing but your OSA layer, okay, and what happens in each and individual layer. So no worries, I will be taking you about the OSA layer stuffs as well. Then OS independent troubleshooting. Okay, if any problems are happen in a Windows and the Linux, how you need to troubleshoot. Then understanding of basics of popular suits, which is nothing but your tools, hacking tools like Nmap, Suite, Nexus, all those things. Again, the basic of computer networking, you need to understand how each and individual devices communicate with each other. Coming with the certification part, if you're a beginner, I suggest you to go with the various beginner level certifications in the market, such as CompTIA A+, CompTIA Linux Plus, CCNA. CCNA is focused more about the networking. Then CompTIA Network Plus and CompTIA Security Plus. If you see my career journey in the last 8 years, I've started with this CompTIA Security Plus. Then I gone with CEH. Okay. Then I gone with CISSP. Okay. Then I gone with CPASI. Then after completing these beginner level certifications, you can go for an advanced level certification such as CEH. Then after that, based on your profile, you can go and take your roles. For example, CISSP is for a general, CAS is one for an auditors, certified information security auditors. Then CISM is certified information security manager, and other this GSAC, G PEN, GWATP, so OSCP. So these and all certification related to governance, and the risk and compliance. Okay, so now we are in the we have done with hacking and what is meant by ethical hacking, and we have gone through the difference of both hacking and the ethical hacking, and we understand about the learning scope, why we need to learn ethical hacking, and what type of salary or what is an actual expectation in the market, what is the demand in the market. Then finally we'll end up with the 5 phases of ethical hacking. Okay, so hacking won't happen in a, as the flow. Okay, so it's a step by step process. You need to go and understand, and you need to execute it. So now I'll be sharing you the 5 phases of ethical hacking. Today basic we will see. Tomorrow we will deep dive into each and individual things. These are the 5 phases of ethical hacking. So now the first phase I want you to give a special attention on this topic, 5 phases of ethical hacking. Now we know what is meant by ethical hacking. Let's see what happens in each and individual phase. Now the first phase is resonance or footprinting. So I can say this phase as information gathering. I can say this phase as information gathering. So here you need to gather the information of a victim or a target. For gathering, you'll be using any type of tools. Okay, I will take a one small example to understand about this. So in this case, our target will be a person. I want to gather the information of both the person. For gathering the information, I'll be using some of the social medias such as LinkedIn, then Insta, FB, okay, or gathering the basic details such as email, contact number, okay. So all those things I will be gathering into this first phase. You cannot go and attack a person, okay, with an insufficient knowledge. Then next comes a scanning. So scanning is nothing but penetrating into the networks. So here you will be like identifying the open ports or the loopholes to enter into the system. Okay, so this is nothing but scans. To perform the scans, so if you are coming this, you will be like trying to identify the weakness of the person. Identify the weakness of a person. Okay, so that you can easily break this person. Some person will be like uh, what to say, some persons they won't give special attention to their data. Okay, some persons they will be like have some negative things are the weakness. Okay, with this we can break those persons. So for scanning we'll be using n number of tools such as nmap, okay, or nexus to identify this open ports and the loopholes. Then next is gaining access. Gaining access means taking the system under control. So once you identify the weakness, you will be exploiting it, and you will be like taking the entire access of the system. Let's take an example here. So with the LinkedIn and the Insta, Facebook and Gmail, I got all the basic details and identify the weakness of the person. And with this weakness, I'm taking a control of the person. Take control of the person. Based on my intention, if it is a money, I will ask for money. Okay, otherwise I will say I will blackmail this guy. Okay, so this is your weakness. I will reveal to the outside world. Okay, and then you just to do this for me. You just send the money to me. Okay, so all those blackmails we will be doing under this phase. Then next will be the maintaining access. Hacking is not about just entering and getting the details, just you need to maintain the details as well. For example, you cannot go and get all the details in a single slot. Some it will take time. Some it will take time. Today one data will be there, tomorrow one data will be there. Okay. So you need to stay in the system for few duration of time. So stay in system for some time. So how much time you stay here, okay, you will be getting more additional details. So let's take an example here. You in the third phase you taken a control of the person and you will force the person to do all the things. To do all things. For example, okay, go and get the document for me. Okay, go send the money for me. Okay, go and collect the details about this person. Okay, so focus the person to do all things. So it's nothing but maintaining access. It's similar to a blackmail scenario here. Then finally, clearing tracks. It's nothing but removing the evidence from the systems. Okay, so evidence are nothing but logs, removing evidence from the system. So in today's world, all the systems will be generating the logs. So remove evidence from the system. So in this case, you will be like removing all the things such as call logs. Okay, then the SMS you sent, messages you sent. Okay, then other ways like call recordings. Okay, then other modes like social media messages. So all those things will be deleting it today. So do you know, can we delete a phone pay transaction history? Yes, we can delete it. Okay. So even there are some tools we can use it and we can delete it as well. Okay. So I'm done with today's session. So if you have any questions, please let me know. Okay. So to summarizing this today's class, we have started with an hacking and we have gone to ethical hacking. Then what is the difference between both? And we have gone through the types of hackers as well. And we have gone through the salaries of ethical hackers in India based on the experience. Then if you know this ethical hacking, what type of job roles you can go at. Then we have told you about the learning scope and the certification journey as well. Okay. Then finally, we have wind it up with the phases of ethical hacking. So along with an example, we have done. Do you have any questions for me? No. So I will give a small intro part for tomorrow. In tomorrow's session, we'll be like covering a footprinting along with the tools and the countermeasures. So we'll take the first stage here, and we'll try to footprint about a person or an organization. Okay. So tomorrow we'll see about Google hacking database and all. Okay, how we can get details about an individual Aadhaar, PAN, all those things. We'll see.